Hello everyone, my name is Jen. Welcome to my channel. I am back after a little bit of a social media sabbatical. I have a new channel name. I'm not sure if that's going to stay the same or not. It was formerly Jen's Crafty World. We shall see how much tech business that I want to do. Yeah, I just wanted to come back and start doing videos again. I'm just not sure the format of them. I don't know if I'm going to split them up into Flosstube videos and crochet videos like I used to, or if I will post more often and just combine everything. I am a multi-crafter, and so sometimes I would just find it frustrating. I couldn't decide which video I was going to put whatever craft in. So bear with me as I get back into the groove. Actually, I'm not even sure I'm going to put this video up, so we will see. So anyway, again, my name is Jen, and this channel is about all my crafts that I like to work on. I don't do tutorials. It's mostly just show and tell. Yeah, so I think it's been a couple of months anyway since I last did a video, and I'm not going to bother to show you everything that I finished over that time and before Christmas and whatnot. I will just show you a few things that I'm working on now, and today's video will be about pretty much all the things that I do. I'm just going to try not to make it too long. I think I'm going to do a whip parade for my cross-stitch projects, but I will do that another time. I only have a certain amount of space on my tablet, and I need to delete some things because I have between 35 and 40 cross-stitch works in projects, or PhDs, but they're not even half done. Projects half done. So that's going to take a lot longer than I have space for. So we'll see. That would probably be the next one coming up. So I will start with cross stitch. I had one bigger finish just before Christmas. No, just after Christmas. I was really hoping to get it done before Christmas. So this is a Dimensions kit. It's called Home for the Holidays. And I'll try to get this without it being too much glare. So, I don't know if you can see that. I moved my craft room down to the basement so the light isn't so great. Now, if you don't like doing French knots, you won't like doing this project. I like to do French knots, so I was totally okay with it. A little stack of presents on this side. I did enjoy doing this kit. I thought, I love the colors. I love a front door all decorated for Christmas. So I knew that I could probably, if I really cracked on, I could get this done before Christmas. It was very close, and there was probably about 7 days that I didn't stitch on it, and if I had, I would have had it done well in time for Christmas. So this I started it in the middle of November. I finished it just after Christmas, but like I said, if I had just, didn't take that week off, I'm thinking it would have taken me 4 or 5 weeks. So that's just a regular Dimensions kit, not the Dimensions Gold. 2 more time. Pretty happy with this. So I think I'm going to change the frame. I would like to have something that has more of the brown in it, but I do really like the red matte. And so do other people, according to my Instagram feed. So I think that one will stay. My other cross stitch finish is just a small thing. So my daughter gave me a box of chocolates for Christmas, and she said, I don't even know what the chocolates are going to taste like, Mom, but I just bought it for you for the box, because it was a fabric colored box, so like this, and it's padded on the top, and on the inside I keep this by my chair, and inside I just keep, readers, stitch markers, extra needles, highlighter, earbuds if I want to watch Flosstube or YouTube while my husband's watching TV. But I thought it could be jazzed up a little bit, so I have a DMC kit that has an alphabet in it, and I stitched the letter J and cut it out and fused it with a piece of fusible web to a piece of upholstery fabric. I have some of the those samples, you know, you could get, so I just picked out a color I thought would work. And now I have a personalized box next to one of my stitchy spots. I still have the chocolates because they weren't very good. They're ice wine chocolates, and I don't really care for ice wine anyway, so they're super sweet and a little on the boozy side. But yeah, like she said, she didn't expect me to even eat the chocolates. What else? I was going to say something else about that, but I forget already. So I'll just briefly talk about stitching plans for 2020, and I guess my biggest plan is I don't have a plan. There are some things that I will be for sure starting, and I'm not saying I'm going to finish them, but I mean, of course, I want to stitch all of my stash. I want to, you know, pick a book and start at page 1 and stitch everything in there and then move on to the next book, and same with all my, these are my project bags, and in these boxes I have, not in all of them, but I have kits and kitted up projects. Of course, I want to get all those finished, but I know that's not going to happen. So there are 4 things for sure that I want to get going on. This one, this is going to be my coffee stitch. This was a birthday gift last year. Raspberry Tea is Realist Kit. And Kind and True by Ellen Chester. I want to do this one because it is my husband's and mine anniversary. Well, it's our anniversary every year, but this year it's our 25th anniversary, wedding anniversary. So I didn't stitch when we got married, and I mean, I probably would have started something if I had and never finished it, or I would have, you know, yeah, I would have picked like something stupid hard and never finished it. So this one, I thought it's nice and it's simple and it's not over the top like I would have picked in the mid-90s. I'm going to do a little bit of a color conversion on it, so I've been looking through other sampler motifs, other sampler charts, just to pick out a few things. But other than that, I mean, it's a beautiful chart. I will be starting this one, this Madame Lafay, and this is the old crockery pattern. So I have the floss, and I think I'm going to stitch it on maybe the Fiddler's Cloth Ada, or just an off-white, but I thought that that would be cute in my kitchen, and then that might spur me on to get the tablecloth or the table runner sewn up that I had planned to go with it. So fingers crossed. And then the last thing that I really want to start is this. It's called A Sampling in the Square, and it's by Blue Ribbon Designs. I really love the colors in this one. I just may leave off the wording at the top and the bottom. I'm not quite sure how I like it. Now, it's looking a little dark because we are in the basement, but the colors on this are really pretty, and I'm going to use the called for floss, and I think it's Weeks. Yeah, it's Weeks Dye Works. Now, I got this with the floss at the thrift store before Christmas, so it was a pretty good deal, and I think I'm stitching it on, it's either 32 or 36 count. So those will eventually become works in progress. And like I said, I might do a whip parade. I'm not sure. I have been enjoying everybody else's whip parades though, because, you know, there's just so many beautiful things to stitch. And I did buy some more charts today, which I'm going to show you. And there's a couple more even that I want. So, I mean, that's just the way it is. Okay, move on to stash enhancement. I was at Michael's to get some floss for a project, and they had these there today. I don't have any of these colors. I didn't know this box existed. So I had a 45% off coupon and had that. And this came in the mail yesterday. It's just a small dimensions kit. I do think I am going to sub out the Ada for an even weave just because of the amount of back stitching that's in here. It'll make it easier. Either that, or I'm just going to give the fabric a good overnight soaking in baking soda and water just to soften it up. And I also, happened to be the day for Jeanette Douglas, I guess. So I picked up Vintage Birds. Such a gorgeous pattern. I've had my eye on this one forever. So I thought, I'm there, I will get it. This is called One Bird by Jeanette Douglas. I have a couple of her other ones. It's like 3 tulips, 4 rabbits. I don't know if that's it, but. And then I picked up these 2 sew together charts. So there's linen and flax. Much prettier in person. And also scissors and threads. And then I have another one. I think it's pins and needles. There is a 4th one that says samplers and it has a red house on it. I don't know if I'm going to pick that one up. I just thought that I like anything to do with sewing, so I want to stitch these ones and put them on my stitchy wall, which is over there, and I will show you sometime. I might do another craft room tour. I thought the 3 would be nice together, and I don't know if I'm going to do the sampler one. So I'm going to just pause the video so I can get the other things that I'm working on. That's it for my cross stitch stuff. So hold on, I'll be back in a second. Great, thank you. So I was out of the house today, which it felt like the first time in weeks, but that's not true. Everybody went back to school on Monday. Husband went back to work. Routine gets back. I did all the cleaning up, the grocery shop because the fridge was empty. I've been spending days and days moving my craft room from the top floor down to the basement, and that's been a ton of work, and there's still a ton more to do. So I felt like I kind of busted out today, and I was down at the wool shop, which is also where I can buy cross stitch things, and I remember thinking, uh-oh, I think this is going to be bad. I think this might be a bender. But it wasn't so bad. I got those charts and I got some wool and I had been at the fabric store because I needed to buy vinyl. And so, yes, I was out today. I wouldn't say I wanted a bender, but I did buy some stuff. So I got vinyl for project bags for cross stitch, so I'm going to be making some more of those. But I picked up some fabrics too. So I got those. I thought they were quite pretty. And I got this sweet, winter houses. I just adore this one. And here's another cute one. It's got British birds on it. Or maybe European birds, but they're not North American birds. That's not a North American robin. That's not a chickadee. But anyway, they're so pretty and I love birds and I just love this wintry thing. And then I got this lovely poinsettia print, which will go with something else that I have. But now let's talk about crochet. So I haven't been doing a ton of crochet. I made a few small gifts for Christmas. I think the last big thing I finished was a sweater, a cardigan. I used that Bernat velvet yarn, and I think I wore that once or twice, and then my mom visited, and then she scooped that up, so that was okay, because I know it's going to a good home, and it was getting too hot for me anyway. So one thing I started when the new year arrived was a new blanket. Now this is a gift, so I am under not a time crunch, because I mean I need this done by probably the middle to end of March, and I'm well on my way. I think this is my new favorite blanket pattern. It's called the Aran. I think it's called the Aran Isle Afghan, and it's a free pattern from Red Heart. So look at the texture in this. Like, I think this is so beautiful, and to me it looks a lot harder than it is. It's actually super easy, and every single row is different, so it's going by so quickly. I'm not getting bored. So basically you're doing 10 of these sections, and I'm already at what, 3.5. I'm already at 3.5. So if I sit down at night, I typically do half of one of these pattern repeats. And that doesn't feel like a slug. Like, it doesn't take me all night to do that. Sometimes I will do some of my embroidery, go around on YouTube, and then still do this and have met my, little mini self-imposed quota. And then the next night I don't think, I gotta work on that blanket. I just work on the blanket. So I totally love this. I really, really do. And I think it looks great in this. This is Red Heart Super Saver in the color Aran. So I thought that was perfect. Perfect. But this would be so nice in any color. And like I said, I think it's my new favorite blanket pattern. So this is one blanket that I'll be completing this year, and I would like to do 3 blankets this year. So this would be one. I started a fall blanket last fall, and I would like to get that finished. And then there's another blanket that I want to do, and I'm really excited about it, and I've had this pattern forever. Oh, what's it called? It's called Painted Roses Blanket, and it's a pattern from Sandra of Cherry Heart. You can find it on Ravelry. And it's just the colors. I mean, it's the colors, like, this is going to be my blanket. And today I finally found the right blue for it. So it calls for a duck egg blue. Now here I can find several different shades of aqua that are all very pretty, but a duck egg blue is more, it's like an aqua with more green in it, but that's dulled down a little bit, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I found this today, so I picked up 4 skeins of that, and then the rest will likely be from Stash, because I just need some pinks and what have you. Oh, and look, I just noticed that this is like sun faded. Can you see that? So now I gotta take that back. Anyway. And I picked up this for this has nothing to do with blankets, but this was the last one. I thought this was really pretty. And I would do some socks. I've been making a lot of crochet socks. I try to make 1 a month, but I don't put that goal on myself, just because then I won't make it. And it's been a lot of fun. I use the same pattern the whole time. So I've been going through my yarn stash, and I even made my husband a pair of socks for Christmas. But I think he's scared to wear them, because I said, if you put a hole in them, you better wear your slippers. Because if you put a hole in them, I'm not making you any more. Do you want to come say hello? Come here. And Christmas Day, I started trying to knit again. Honestly, I don't know why I punished myself. This was going along swimmingly until the other night. when I knit for half an hour, and then I spent the next half an hour pulling out more than what I had knit. This is the Nurmilintu shawl, and that is a free pattern. And I will put the name of that below because it's a little hard to find if you don't know how to spell it. And it's the yarn is Heritage Wave, Cascade Heritage Wave. That's what it is. So it's a purple and a black. So I started this on Christmas Day, and I am doing this as a knit along with Debbie, the Canadian crocheter. She's doing a red version. And hopefully a Patty from California who is just going to pick out her yarn. So there is a video tutorial for that, and it is from Tina at Simply in Stitches, and Simply in Stitches is her knitting channel. So when I run into some troubles, I just hook onto there and get some virtual help from her. Okay, here, I'm going to get the dog. Come here. Then you stay down. Okay, sorry. Okay, I have 5 minutes to show you what else I've been doing. So, yeah, I don't have a ton of crochet goals this year. It still hurts my shoulder to do it, so I just do it in small doses, and I get done what I get done. Now, the last thing that I've been into is wool applique and embroidery. So this year, oh, I don't have the pattern. I'm starting on a wool applique quilt this year, and that will sort of be my year-long focus. My wool applique instructor, she brings patterns and stuff for sale, and she's been starting to bring in some that aren't just wool applique. So she's bringing in embroidery and sometimes some cross stitch. So the last meeting I was at, I picked up this. I thought those were really cute, and I thought that I would love to do it in a dark blue on a cream. And then I found this beautiful piece of linen. It's a duck egg blue in my stash, and I thought I would try doing it in white. I wasn't sure if it would show up very well, and it's actually showing up great on the camera, so I'm hoping when it's finished and I wash all the blue out that it will look really good. Sorry, dog. She doesn't like to be down here because it's a little bit cool and it's kind of dark and it's not nice, so I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, and that's it. That's my crafty catch up for you. I'm gonna be quick here because I'm running out of time on my memory card. But like I said, I'm just kind of dipping my toe back in. I'm not quite sure what the format is going to be. I know sometimes when I want to watch a certain video, like a Flosstube video, but then someone's a big knitter, I don't really enjoy watching the knitting portions, but I can stop watching. I don't know. We'll see. I just don't know what to do. I mean, if you have any thoughts, if you like separate videos, if you don't mind combined videos, I will be trying to keep them under half an hour all the time. So, I don't know. We'll see. So, okay, I'm going to go because I'm waffling and the dog's looking at me funny. She needs something. So, thank you for coming back again. Thank you for your likes and my subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back. And we will talk another time. Happy days, friends.